Hello, my lovelies, and welcome back to Diamond Paintings with me, your host, Mike. Tonight, it is, well, I say tonight, but it's actually just gone into Monday morning, Monday the 18th of September there. Monday morning! And I'm filming this on the night that I told you I had a massive lie-in and it all got pear-shaped, which would have been on the 6th, no, it would have been on the... If it's Monday, it would have been on the 17th, wouldn't it? Yeah. And I'm just not tired. So I thought, well, I'm going to have a bit of diamond painting and then go to sleep at probably 2 or 3. And I've got to be up for work as well. But what can I do if my brain's not ready for bed? You know, I can't do much about it. So I thought if I do a bit now, it would sort of make me sleepy and that. So, yes, that's the plan of action. But I was really wanting to get this done today, and it's just been busy with other things. I've just had a phone call from my mum, and it sounds like she's not had a very good experience at Blakelands this year. She has on previous occasions, but she's told me that they all went to see the show, and these shows go on for like, it's not just one show, so you've got one at say like 7, another one later on, but they play music in between and everyone just sort of like dances and that on the dance floor. It's murder on the dance floor, you better not kill the girls, DJ. Love that song by Sophie Alice Baxter. And the one that goes, I'm in heaven, show me heaven, take me home, take me home, la 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 la. But yeah, so she's been in bed since 8, and apparently my dad's been off and on sort of talking, and apparently they're all supposed to be going to Blakelands again in October, so they're basically obsessed with that place. I mean, I know people go quite often, but not as much as he does. And there's been talk about Teddy going there next year in June with Victoria and George and God knows whoever else is going to go. But the problem is, the problem is that I was thinking to myself, well, who's going to be looking after Teddy then? Because if they all go to the shows in the evening, someone's, you know, you can't take a baby into a venue like that. I mean, it's going to be really loud music. He'll be crying his head off sort of thing. So, and then I text with my mum, but apparently she said that apparently it's, I texted her on the phone, and she said something about that it's not a, there's no shows on or something. So, do you see what I mean? So there's no shows. Well, they're going to be bored shitless then, aren't they? Because, I mean, the thing is with Blakelands is when it's your very first time, you know, going there, you're sort of exploring everything, can't you? So you just getting your bearings, getting used to what's there, all the activities, all the rides, you know, and you're just sort of like finding your feet sort of thing. But the thing is that after the sort of second time, you sort of get up, do the same thing, have breakfast, walk around the camp, go on the rides, get up, do the same thing for 4 days. I mean, it is boring. And that's sort of why they sort of let you go out onto the beach, because, well, they don't let you, you can choose to do that. But that's why sort of like you used to go on the beach and that, and you used to walk up into the town, because it's just boring. I've been a couple of years. I think I went in 2017, and I only recall 2017. So that was a really, really good year, 2017. We went to Chesington, we went Fort Park. We just went out so many places, and I sort of missed the days out. But for me, it's spending unnecessary money. You know, I don't really want to be spending money when I could invest it in painting, you know. But it just seems like every time you go, it's just the same crap day in, day out. Watch a show, go to this, do this, and it must be boring. I mean, there's only so much you can see around the camp. You've got skyline which is basically, that's only ever kids shows, and that's normally in the centre of the pavilion, Skyline Pavilion, which is basically like a massive centre, but it's got a massive tent over it. So yeah, it's basically just like that, and I just can't see how you can not get bored. But apparently she was saying that she had dinner today, carrot cake for dessert and ice cream. Oh, my mouth was watering at that because I love my carrot cake. So hello, what is that? Got a bit of I don't know what the hell that is. You see there's like a blemish here, but I think it's blended in the painting because there's a wiggly worm coming down there. Look, not a physically one, but but that's interesting. I thought that was a mark then. But yeah, because I woke up late today at 12, I'm just not sleepy. But it's gonna kill me tomorrow, I'll tell you, because obviously I'm supposed to be up at work for 7, and I'm gonna have to go, otherwise I won't get paid for that day. But you know, I can't leave it too long. I'm gonna probably have to. What's the time now? So, oh, it's Every. Look, Timu. Oh yes. See, don't you just love Every? Oh yes, get in there. But we're gonna have to. Let's go there. We're gonna have to 0012. So we can go to probably latest 1:30, and then I really must, you know, just shut my eyes and try and drift off to sleep. But I've had insomnia for years, and trust me, you don't want that. There is no cure for it. Sleep pills are crap. They don't work. So diamond painting, I've tried everything. Reading a book, diamond painting, bit of TikTok, and then ASMR sort of came along, and that is brilliant. Like, if you need to get to sleep, just watch an ASMR artist. Seriously, it's, oh man. Some don't really work, but then others can send you to sleep just like that within 5 minutes. So very, very cool. But yeah, I think as well, obviously she's missing Molly as well, isn't she? So that's probably something to do with it as well. But you know, she's okay, and she's a warrior. So she's like Tessa's mum. Tessa's mum, Carol, she worries over the simplest of things, and my mum's like that. It must be like an old-fashioned thing. Like if she accidentally touched something on her phone, like the volume key, and she couldn't get it working, she would go like, "Oh my god, what have I done?" You know. And once she knocked off the I don't know what she pressed, but all the channels disappeared on the TV. So I had to sit there reprogramming it, and it's really easy to do. You just press the retune button, and it just finds all the channels and stuff. And yeah, so that was not good. So yeah. But yeah, so, but then they've got a 3-hour journey tomorrow. So I said, "You're waiting to come home, aren't you?" And she says sort of like she can't wait to come home. But it must be difficult because obviously if they're not talking, you know, that you're sharing a room and you're not talking. So I don't know. But it's interesting because obviously I would have thought my mum would be with my dad in that bedroom, but no. They've got, apparently there's 4 single beds, but all in one room or something. Or, yeah, she said it's a big room with 4 single beds in, so it's a bit unusual because normally you would have a bed, like 2 beds probably in one and 2 beds in the other, but perhaps it's like a studio flat. A studio flat is normally, you've got the kitchen, or like a hostel sort of thing. A hostel is very similar to a studio flat. A studio flat, because you've got everything in one room. Like the kitchen is in the same room as like the toilet and the bed. And I've been in a room like that. I used to be in what's called a HMO, and I hated it. You all had your own sort of room, but you would have to share the toilet. And as you know, some people wouldn't clear up after themselves, and every time you put food in the fridge, people would eat it. And I said to the actual coordinator, could I have it, you know, could I buy a mini fridge and put it in my room? And she said no, because the landlord won't allow it. Okay, And then she said something about the TV licence has to be per room. So, you know, that's a bit of a con really, because if I pay TV licence for my room, the others probably wouldn't. And either way, that house is, you know, already paid for because one tenant's paying for it. So, but yeah, I don't miss that. I worked very hard to get out of there because I didn't really enjoy. I never actually used to talk to any of them. All you could hear on a Wednesday night was the person upstairs having a shag. I'm not even joking. It really made me feel uncomfortable, and it was so bad that on a Wednesday I would just stay here because I just didn't feel comfortable listening to that while I'm trying to go to sleep. You know. And that's you know, with me, I say it how it is. You know, I'll be frank. So yeah, it was not nice. So I worked very hard bidding on Gateway's Home Choice to finally come up. Something came up for default, because when you bid, it's all to do with your criteria. So for example, I'm what they call adequately housed, so I would be band E. So depending on your needs, I mean, if you've just been evicted, then of course you're going to be a higher up band, which I think the highest is A. But bidding, you know, if it goes by the first person in the queue, so if there's like 180 people, it's going to go to the first person in that queue. And I could be, what, position 60. But yeah, it's I kept bidding for about, I think it was like 2 to 3 months, and then something came up and they said, you've come up by default, whatever that means. Perhaps no one else wanted it and they just offered it to me, and I've been there since 15. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 8 years now. But I would like a change, you know. It's Branch is a very small town. It's not, you know, got the best of shops. So yeah, that would be quite nice. Okay, so we've finished with 11 now. So that's good. I'll put, oh, we've got one there and then one there. Lucky I'll catch that. Has it one? There was an occasion where I was filming, yeah, and my phone fell out the clamp. I don't know how. Perhaps it weren't all pushed in, and it dropped on. There was a tray like sitting like that, and all the drills went over the thing, and I had to go plucking. Has anyone ever done that? Like accidentally slipped, dropped the tray, and then you've got all that like they've all fell over like these ones have, you know. Oh my god, that's the worst, isn't it? So I really would like to get this done, because, you know, come tomorrow I'm not going to have time to do it, and I've got to try and figure out how to take it home yet. So but I have got a cunning plan, because as I said, I ain't got my file with me. So what I can do is that this will quite happily fit in my storage carry case thing. So if I lie that flat inside there, I can just take the case home with that in there, because eventually that's got to go as well. That's only like my transport case if I want to bring some diamonds over here, you know. So yeah, so what I'd like to do now is, I think, let's get a bit of this. Yeah, tea's quite heavy, isn't it? That tea colour, which is a 6. So yeah, that's this coffee sort of colour here. So yeah, that's good. Okay, cool. So 6. I'm not going to mark that out because I know what it is. But yeah, so if I can't get it all finished tonight, then I'll have to do it tomorrow, which I don't really want to do, but I wanted to get it done tonight. But I can only do what I can do, you know. My eyes are actually starting to sting, believe it or not. So but I've got a crack clip, and I've had it since, I think it was Friday night. It's Friday night and the feeling's right. Oh, what a night. We've actually got a shop over here. It's a restaurant called TGI Fridays. I'm not entirely sure what they do in there, but there's also another restaurant in Colchester called Sloppy Joe's. And to get into the restaurant, you have to go underground. And apparently it's supposed to be really good in there. I mean, I've never personally gone in there, but it's supposed to be like really good. But back then in college, they would invite you as an end of sort of year thing. They'd invite you in there. But one of the best colleges I used to go to was called TBG, I think it was called. But that closed ages ago. And every time you attended, if you attended every day of the week for 5 days, you would get what's called a £30 Love to Shop voucher as like an attendance thing. And it basically encouraged you to go. But nowadays, Love to Shop vouchers don't really get accepted by many companies. So yeah, it was quite good. Just gonna do up here before I forget these ones. But yes, it won't be long before this is finished, and because we don't have the light board on it, we get the true effect of what it looks like. So, but when I tilt it like that, that red just looks so vibrant against the black. They've done a really good job there, and I think the more you see the picture come to life, the more you want to get it done, the more you want to see the finished result. So it's quite a good Uji Mafluji, So half the time I'll just say random words which I don't know what the definition of that word is. I just make it up. So yeah, that's got a bit streets are a little bit dirty. I've been creating a wish list on my DAC app because I downloaded the DAC app and I've been adding stuff to my wish list. But apparently, according to the system, so this is my Diamond Art Club, and apparently you do get yourself 20% off your first order with code app20, and that's available for everyone. But I've actually got my wish list here and I've got 13 items in that. That is absolutely fantastic. There's some lovely Christmassy, but can you see it's the cost? It's absolutely ridiculous. Looking at that, 16 quid for a pen, and then you've got to think that there's another 16 quid on top of that in postage, because it's quite heavy postage to the UK, but again, sold out. Everything I want is near enough sold out. So, but I mean, they're just, the thing is with DAC is they're just beautiful ones. They're really, really beautiful. You don't get none of this crappy canvas. It's lovely felt, and it's got a frilly bit at the edge of it. It's really, really lovely canvas. But yes, it's payday tomorrow. Yes! And we get to invest in more paintings. So, but oh my god, yeah, Temu have got something going on at the moment. It's probably going to change by the time you see this, but they have got some crazy prices going on at the moment. Like, literally, I've never seen a painting so cheap. And look at that. They've got, let me see here. So, see where I've gone. I've lost it. Possibly lost it new. Come on, where is it? So, for example, you know that one that I got this one that I got previously, 96p for that, £1. Like, I can't get over that. A painting for £1. I've never, ever found a painting for £1 before. But isn't it funny how you always get the deals after you've bought the item? So that is quite annoying, because I already own that painting, so I can't exactly buy it again because I own it. So there'd be no point in buying two of the same thing. But seriously, their prices are so crazy at the moment. I mean, could you imagine if you had £1 for every painting? You could easily spend, but you know, like £100. But I'm not being funny. Temu is so addictive. So once you get shopping, I mean, most nights I'm always adding more things to the basket. I can't resist. I have to have a little good old rummage around on Temu. Look, I've missed a J, little bugger. It's because it's so blended in the thing, you see. So I'm going to finish off that one there because I've noticed we should have been over this side, so. But this is nice as well because I can go like that and it's not going to stick, so that's what I like as well about it, which is really lovely. And I would have thought like my sister would stay with my mum, you know, to keep her company, but apparently she's been a bit gobby with my mum. And I tell you, the thing is with Hannah's attitude, you don't do it her way and she'll basically go off like a rocket. It has to be her way or no way. So, which is what concerns me, you know, when she has a kid eventually, because Jack wants to have a kid with her. That is what's going to concern me, is the fact that, you know, the kid's going to be exactly the same. So, yeah. It's like she's got like a short fuse, like, so one step out of line and she sort of like bites your arse off sort of thing. So that's why if she's in a grump, it's best to sort of like leave her alone until she comes out with it. It's like me, I probably get it from her really, but if I'm in a mood, I could be in that mood for 12 hours, 6 hours, 2 days. I just have to come out, and eventually I will come out of that mood, but it takes, sometimes I can get out of the mood pretty quick and someone makes me laugh and it's resolved, but sometimes I can be in it for a very long time, and as my friends normally say, let him simmer and then he'll come round eventually, you know. So yes, when I've got the ump over something, it will take me a long time to get out of that ump. So yeah. Oh, point. Wouldn't it be funny if you could get like a, oh, what's it called? A you know, like a Skittles painting. Oh man, that would just be like so funny. So yeah, tomorrow they've got to be at the hotel by 10 o'clock. So they're probably, it's about a 3-hour journey. So they said about 3 o'clock they'll be home. So yeah, hopefully, I think she said 3 o'clock. Let me have a look. And then she'll keep asking me about Molly, see if she's okay and that. So when did she say? Yeah, so apparently they're gonna be home about 3ish from that. So hopefully, yeah, so 3 o'clock, which means it gives me a bit of time to, you know, pack everything away, and then I will stop back off once I finish work. I'll pop back in, but Molly's just going to have to be on her own for a couple of hours. There's nothing I can do about it. You know, I need to, you know, go. Otherwise, I don't get paid. So I could just pull a sickie though. So it's this lovely feeling of, it's really giving me a Halloween vibe with these colours. It's like a pumpkin colour, but it's a lovely feeling when you get to, you know, put all these lovely gaps in and fill all the gaps in. It's, oh, I love it. But I found another video tonight. I've been scheduling the Christmas videos because while I've got a bit of time free, because I've done everything I need to do today, I thought I'd make a start on doing some of the scheduling for Christmas. So basically scheduling means you can set a time on YouTube and it just does it automatically. You don't have to worry about, you know when you're uploading, set it to private or public, you know. So it just sort of takes care of itself, which is quite cool. And I actually filmed them videos back in February of this year. and yeah, it was actually, I'll say February, yeah. So they got filmed in February 2023, but I'm just going to change this year because they did get filmed this year, but I don't know, as I say, I'm really not sure when this video will go up. I'm thinking, given the fact that this has got some Halloween sort of colours in it, I'm thinking perhaps a Halloween, like in Halloween somewhere, you know, fit it in October somewhere, because it's got the sort of Halloween vibe, isn't it? So the thing is, this is sort of like a painting that will go to any sort of theme. So yeah. Okay, where was that tea? Did I do all down there? I feel like I need to extend the video until we get, you know, finish this all off. But I can't, you know. Can we do it? We've got about half an hour to do it. But I doubt it very much. But, you know, if not, then there's one final session tomorrow. So that'll be good. Let me just move that up again so you guys can see. But, yeah, it won't be long before... I've got dust on it. Sake. But yeah, but I am looking forward to Halloween. I mean, some of my creators, Debbie Gets Crafty says she doesn't really like Halloween. I don't know what the reason is, but I think she said it's just a holiday she doesn't enjoy. So, you know, there's lots of... I mean, I like all the holidays. I think Christmas obviously holds a special place in everyone's hearts, but... You know, it's basically family time. It's the only time of year you can stuff your face full to the brim. And you just sort of lose control over everything. But Halloween is... I think I'll always like Halloween. Every year I sort of watch Spooky Buddies with some popcorn and cakes. And oh my God, last year I watched it. I had popcorn, donuts, cakes, chocolate. It was really sort of like... Because that's what it's about, you know. Sticking a movie on, you know, if you've got kids, then fair enough, go out and trick and trick, but trick and trick, oh my God. You can tell I'm getting tired. You know, go out trick or treating, and then if you're not really into that, you can stick a movie on. Spooky Buddies is, I love the end credits where it goes, the Monster Mash, da 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 da. But it's a much speeded up version than the other one. And obviously I'm building a car called Build Ghostbusters. You can check it out with fanhome.com, the same company that does that Transformers I showed you. And, you know, that as well is another sort of good one. I want to try and watch... Spooky Buddies will be Halloween, but I'll try and set like one day a different Halloween film for 30 days or something. So like, you know, the first day could be Hocus Pocus, October the 2nd could be... So like... Hocus Pocus the 1st, October the 2nd, Casper, you know. I've actually got a friend called Casper who's in South Africa. So, yeah. I haven't seen him for a while, though, on YouTube. So, he used to do YouTube videos, but I can't remember what his name was. It's bad, isn't it? You got a friend, but you can't remember his name. It's Casper something, but that was on, like... the channel before I sort of migrated into diamond painting, and that's the thing when you start a new channel, you sort of lose the people that you were sub to and you can't remember who you were sub to. So yeah, I think it needs a bit more wax on this. Waxy boo. But I just love this sort of, it's nice that they've gone like, there's diagonal ones and then it's like straight lines going around. It's really lovely. I'm really happy with this. And if I could source a 30x30, I may buy another one, but in a larger painting. Because I do feel this should be a little bit larger, but diamond painting's a funny thing because the larger you go, you're going to lose detail. The smaller you go, you'll get more detail. And it's like customs. If there's so much going on in the background, you're not going to get a good custom. So, Yeah. There's one there that shouldn't be there. It's like that song, innit? I've come so far, la 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 la. We worked each day and night to be done, 'cause we're still so strong, dear, on this path of life for so long. We have walked 1,000, never forget where you're coming from, never pretend that it's all real. But yeah, I was watching this TikToker and she was saying something about you can order this microphone for $4.99, and I'm thinking, yeah, so can you for $4.99 and postage or something? And it's exactly the same one as the Roxy microphone. If you don't know what that is, just type in Roxy microphone and it will come up. But basically, when you sign up, you get a microphone for £1. And I'm thinking, I actually put in the comments, yeah, but you can actually do that with Roxy for £1. So, like, you see what I mean? But yeah, it's just ridiculous, really. This will all be someone else's dream. Do 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 do. I don't understand what this is. I mean, is it froth from the coffee? Because obviously coffee wouldn't be black and brown, would it? But this brown sort of colour is the same as our Costa coffee that we have over here. It's not the actual drink, the actual brand of the colour. So, for example, for my American friends, because I have discovered that I'm mainly watched in America. Costa coffee. There we go. So can you see? So Costa coffee is sort of that sort of colour when it decides to load. Oh, look at that. Maple, buy 10 drinks, get one free. Yeah, exactly. So how much money you got put in to get that? Do you see what I mean? It's a con, really, but yeah, it's that sort of colour. But yeah, we have lattes, Americanos, all sorts, really. But yeah, I do think that's a con. Like, it's like Tesco, well, any loyalty program, I suppose. But Tesco, you know, you really have to put in a lot of money just to get something back. It's basically a cash grab. You know, you sort of wonder to yourself, well, how many drinks have I got to buy to get that? You know, and is it really worth it signing up to the loyalty program if you don't really drink coffee that much? I mean, when it used to be winter, I'd always get a coffee on the way to work. It was lovely because I would sit in the park drinking my coffee, reading my emails, you know, and having it. There was always this one bench. I would sit there and you get to see all the dog walkers go. Well, this is really not got much more left to do, is there? But we will have to stop fairly shortly. And I really am tempted to just finish it, but I can't. I really can't. I'll get the sack. I don't want that. So, yeah, I better be good. But it'll give me something to look forward to when I get home. But I'm definitely going to put it... I'll show you in a bit, but... Yeah. Never pretend that it's so real. Someday this will all be someone else's dream. Woo, 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 woo. got that in my song now. Got that in my head now. I've got a song that will get on your nerves, get on your nerves, get on your nerves. It's called Joe Pasquale. Oh my God, we used to have a teacher and everyone used to thought that we were related, that teacher was related. She was called Sally Pasquale. And everyone used to ask her, are you related to Joe Pasquale? And I'm like, no. But she was like the really head sort of teacher. She loved doing her boxing and her basketball and stuff. So yeah, so let's just see if there's any. And then there used to be this thing called Scores at the Doors, where you would all sit and read the scores out. So you'd be all in these teams, and then there'd be like the person in the team of your team would read out the scores. So yes, that's that one. Okay, so next. Oh, 13. Yeah, that'd be that colour, won't it? 13. Having said that, we do have a little bit of L. What do we do? Yeah, let's do a bit of 13. How long have we got? We've got about 15 minutes or so. So 13, yeah, we can do that. This is this banana colour, so very similar to the colour that we did in Hobie. That is so messed up. That colour is completely fucked up. They've really made a fuck up on that. I mean, what was going through the designer's mind using really bright drills for the lion's mane? I mean, I know it's supposed to be in Africa, but really? That is not nice. And I haven't swapped it yet. But I do feel like I might sell it because it's just horrible. I really don't fancy sitting there plucking them all off. With me, I really don't like changing. I don't like to tweak it if I really, if I don't want to. It's not something I like doing. Because when you've got a painting, you just want to follow the guide that you've got on the, the strip thing. And as I said, it's a careful balance. You've got to balance it so that the colours all go together. If you do it too dark or too light, you're really going to sort of spoil it. I mean, it's like here, we've gone from a dark, and now it's sort of going in that creamy colour, and it's sort of over. The brown is overpowering that light colour, but yeah, I think it's quite a nice one, this. So yeah. But what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing the Tuesday A to B, as I can't do it on a Tuesday, it's impossible. But I may be able to do it in an evening and we might be finished by then, But I'm just thinking if I move it to... Because I know what will happen, I'll be stressing because I need to get off to go to bed to get up early for work and that. So I'm thinking if I move it to the weekend, we don't have to worry about going to bed early because we can go into the night if need be. I'm like a night owl. When I'm off, I like to stay up till like 2-3 o'clock because that sort of time is great for like killing videos on YouTube, like getting all queues down, because most of the UK don't upload after midnight. So as I said, you might get some international ones, but it really allows you to catch up, so it's really, really good. Okay. But have I missed all them teas, really? I'll have to bring that back out if I remember after we've done this one. But yeah, we'll easily finish this tomorrow, I reckon. So that will be the first thing I do tomorrow evening. After dinner, though. Dinner must be first. Because are you ever like this? Like, when you go to work, do you find that you're starving? Like, not starving, but you're really hungry before, like, the time you get in? Because I always find that, because we don't really get a lunch break as such because we're always on the go, but when we do get a break, it's only like 20 minutes or an hour only. I just don't feel that's long enough, so I normally just take a brunch bar and stuff. I might have a tuna sandwich, but it still makes you hungry, and then by the time you get in, I just feel starving hungry. Do you guys? It's probably because you're like using all your energy throughout the day, and it's just like, and then your feet ache, and it's like, oh, I don't want to do anything anymore. And then you sort of like really don't want to go in the next day, and you have to, and yeah. But then come the weekend, just so looking forward to having the weekend off, and then it goes so quick, and then you're like, here we go again, you know. So yeah, there's lots of October things, but yeah, I'm thinking October this will go up. Yeah. So it's not really as such Halloweeny, but you know, it's about finding a slot that it will fit to, because we don't really want to do a theme on just cups. I suppose you could. I mean, don't know if you can get any more cup paintings, but yeah, this is one I've seen and I've quite liked the look of it. So I was like, yeah, I'm having that. Thank you. I think Molly's gone to sleep. Okay, so got a few down here. We've missed some there, so I'm just going to quickly do them ones. But it's nice seeing it all implode. So explosion outwards, implosion inwards, and it's like it's slowly imploding in the middle, but it's nice seeing it all sort of close in, you know, and get it all sort of like completed. Really, I'm really enjoying this painting. And I've been working on this like 3 days now, and I'll tell you what, I would highly recommend it. Absolutely. It's beautiful to work on. 13 is yeah, so about a couple more. Where is it? So yeah, that one. And that one. All that, and I just pulled out like a massive tray full. Oh man, there's definitely no more, is there? Definitely no more. Stop it. But yes, I'm going to get up extra early, 6 o'clock, and I know I'm going to feel tired throughout the day, but hey ho. But I could actually finish this before I go to work. Or I might just, it depends how I wake up in the morning, and I might just keep it until after work and have something to look forward to in the evening, you know. Just do a bit more L, because L's cropped up again. I don't understand this. Like, I check all of this, and we're missing a J there and up there. Liberties. Bloody just marvellous, isn't it? Apologies if you can hear a whirling noise, like it sounds like wind. It's boiling in this room, so I'm using the fan. But apparently they were saying we're supposed to be getting thunderstorms or what, or something. Thunderstorms and lightning, very, very frightening. Galileo Figaro. I've seen a little silhouette of a mouse. Scalabush, scalabush, will you do this fandando? Thunderbolts and lightning and very, very frightening. Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro. I'm going to speak French now, so what did I just say? Je m'appelle Michael, j'habite à Witten, Galileo, that on never say. novembre. J'adore chocolate, déteste dark chocolate. So what did I say? I said, hi, my name's, well, I didn't say hi, but hi is bonjour. I said, my name is Michael, I live in Witham. I don't technically, I live in Braintree, but my birthday is in November. I love chocolate, and I detest dark chocolate. Poisson is fish. But I've got an ASMR artist that's French, and he's very, very good. But he was doing it in the supermarket, and some of the people were giving him sort of like weird looks as to say, like, why are you tapping things? And like, he must get a lot of looks because people are going to be like, what the hell is he doing? Because ASMR is like, that's what it is. It's like tapping something. You could be getting your cup and you could be going. Do you see what I mean? Or it could be like, but it's into a microphone, so you get that. And they say to wear AirPods or headphones or any type of headphones so that you hear it in your ears, and then it sort of like sends you off to sleep. But I really want to get into that. I really quite like the idea of that. So yeah. Time is it now? 53. We've got a little bit longer, which is very, very good. And I think that's all the L done, isn't it? Yes. Fantastic, s'il vous plaît. I think I'll do the this B colour for the last little section that we've got here, about 10 minutes or so, because it's a very nice colour, that. I'll certainly pick it up and start if I can, but it's number 10, isn't it? So 10, 3, 5, 12, 4, 11, 9, 8, 7, and now I'm not doing countdown to New Year. 14, I've got any on there? No. Aha, what is this one? 10, yeah. So that's that lovely greeny sort of colour, which is a 934. Wonder why they use these bags then and not the standard sort of bags we normally get. Oh fuck. Look at that. Have you ever had drills where you put them down and they're like it's like that, but it's sort of like ice skated where it's just not enough glue on there? I definitely like pour glue rather than a self-adhesive tape, because sometimes you pull that off and the paper's still stuck to it. So this is very, very lovely, blending in that black. It's like a mint green, this colour. It's not too dark, it's not too light, it's just right. there is a hint of purple in this, so that's quite good. See, what is that? There's like a, you see that? It's like a dot, and a dot, but I can't do nothing about that. You see, it's like right there. What is that? But that's what it is. It's like this wriggly thing here. There's a wriggly thing just going there, so I don't know what that's all about. It's quite off-putting because to me that feels like there's something like tissue or something stuck, you know. So you'll. Well, I'm going to leave that there, seeing as that's the last sort of colour. But look at that. Isn't that gorgeous with the green and the black? That is so cool. It's like these trinkle pits are like water pouring over the cups. But that is where we're going to have to leave it. It's looking really, really beautiful and gorgeous. And oh, I love it. So if you want to get this for yourself, I will put the link in the description once I locate it. Because obviously I got this through Vinted. I can't put a link for Vinted because it's just like random people selling it. So I'll try and see if it's on Temu. If not, I'll try and hunt it down somewhere, whether it be Amazon, Temu, wherever. But it's bound to be on Temu. It just has to be. But anyway, until then, please remember to like, share, subscribe. I mean, it also looks like it's sitting on like a little table. Like that's the table and these are the legs and that. But anyway, it's not going to take too much longer. I reckon one more session and we'll blast that. But anyway, until then, that's been another session of that. Please remember to like, share, subscribe if you haven't done so already. If you want to tap the notification bell and be notified of any further videos, then of course you can tap the bell and it will notify you. If you don't, then it won't notify you of videos. And consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't done so already. But until then, take care. Bye bye.